Hello and welcome to Boys to Men. It's time for Swedish Allsvenskan. No money, you say? No experience, you say? Well, no worries, I say. Let's go get 'em. We are like a bumblebee, not supposed to be able to fly, yet still we do. This is the start of the third season, and we are in the Swedish top tier, the Swedish Premier Division, the Swedish Allsvenskan. Surely this is where the story comes to a grinding halt. Surely. Well, I think we have created one or two upsets already. I think we have crushed our 3-year plan where we were supposed to reach the second tier and then have a couple of years where we adapted to the level and then took the leap. So now we are in the Premier Division, and I really want us to survive, because I think that if we survive this season, then we are really in for a good position where we can start to climb that table. And if we climb that table, if we get to Europe, then we will start getting a bit of money as well. But it's going to be a tough challenge. We are predicted to finish 15th in the league. Not a single player in the media dream 11, and nearly no one believes in us. The odds are 1,000 to 1 to win it. Djurgården and Malmö and IF Norrköping are up there, and we are towards the bottom with fellow promoted sides Sundsvall and Falkenberg and Gothenburg team Örgryte. If we look at how well we stand against the other Swedish Premier Division sides, this is what it looks like. You've seen this sort of image before. The grey bars are the medium, these blue bars are the bottom, and this is where we are. We are below everything here. We have the youngest team by far, and we have a shorter team, not the shortest, the 12th shortest, and a lighter team. Few average international caps, few international youth appearances, the lowest wage, the lowest player value. And if we look by position, the goalkeepers, okay, this actually looks decent. The goalkeepers look like they are slightly better than the average, not the worst at least. Defense paints another picture in every aspect: tackling, heading, jumping, marking, positioning, strength, pace and acceleration. We are well below the average. The same goes for midfielders, except for decision making, where we are fairly strong, the 6th in the Swedish Premier Division. But in all other areas, we are well below the average. When it comes to attackers, it's the same picture here. We don't reach the average in any of the areas. So, okay, we are in for one bumpy ride, I guess, but you know what they say about bumblebees? You don't? Well, I don't know what they say about bumblebees either, but we are going to put up one hell of a fight to stay up the season. This is what the pre-season has looked like. We didn't have as good a Swedish Cup group stage as we did last season. One win against Gais, one draw against Västerås, and one sound defeat against Norrköping. But after that, we played inferior opponents, but we managed to beat them all, which is good. At least morale is high going into today's Premier Division game against BK Häcken. A few changes have been made to the squad. We brought 2 experienced players in. Mikael Almenbäck, who hasn't been a BP player for over 10 years, comes back after a few seasons abroad and loads of seasons with Swedish Premier Division side Örebro. He brings experience, he brings a good depth to our central defence, and he also brings a determination of 14 and a fairly professional personality, which makes him the most suitable mentor in our entire team. We also brought in Jakob Ortmark, who left the club 4 years ago, but now he is back to at least fight for a spot in central midfield. I like his age. He is 24 years old, which sort of fits an age slot where we don't have many players. We have loads of young players, which I will show you in a second, and a couple of more experienced guys, but we need a few in between, I think. We also lost Filip Haglund. He's now 35 and an under-19s coach for us, because this is exactly how we want to work. The good players, the legends, the icons, we want to keep them in the team. We want them to carry on the BP culture, carry on the BP DNA. He lacks a bit of coaching attributes, but has nice mental attributes. So hopefully we can give him a couple of coaching courses and then he can become better going forward. So this is what the squad looks like going into the 2022 season, our first one back in the Swedish Allsvenskan. We have our three keepers, Kristoffer Westerberg, Alexander Westberg, almost similar surnames, and then the one I think is the best one, or the most talented one, Andre Piconel, the 18-year-old. Loads of teams have been trying to get his signature. Djurgården, Hammarby, Elfsborg, Kalmar, Malmö, most of the Swedish Premier Division teams. As right back, we have Omar Granberg, and I was hoping for him to develop more than he actually has. So we will see what happens to him going forward. Maybe he can have a bit of a development spurt now, or else I think we need to get rid of him. Mikael Beck, who I told you about, experienced, good quality central defender. Natural fitness of 17 makes me hope that he won't deteriorate too much physically this season, even though I see some slightly downward pointing arrows in pace, stamina and strength. William Kenner, one of the two players we have signed, both are from the local club Sollentuna. I mean, the players we've signed for the academy. He's there together with Lucas Forsberg, who is the other one. Capped 5 times now at under 21 level and turning into one good player. Eddie Figueroa came in last season, one of the former BP players who we were allowed to bring back, 31 years of age, lacking acceleration and pace, but has a decent decision making, nice positioning, nice heading, marking, tackling. I think it will be important for us this season. Amadeus Sörgård, we will probably use him out on the right side of our defense, mostly because we lack options. You saw Granberg wasn't that much better. But on the other flank, we have one great player, Axel Wallenborg. Teams have been coming in for him as well. Nice, the French team, but we've said no so far. He's become a bit unhappy, but we'll try to hold on to him. We promoted Max Schultz-Lotte, another one of these guys with loads of potential, hasn't really started fulfilling that one yet, and there are a few too many downward pointing arrows for me to be happy. Hopefully he can. I was going to say that he could explode, but I was meaning that his development can explode in this season. Then we have Anders Bort. Look at that hat, that says it all. Ignore those downward pointing arrows. He's in here for his hair. Heradi Rashidi can play on both flanks. Maybe he is the number one option on the right side, or he will at least split these duties with Sörgård. Experienced at 27 years old, won't get any better, but I think he is okay at least. A bit more attacking minded. Gustav Sandberg Magnusson, our captain, actually improving slightly at the age of 30. One well-rounded player, even though he is slightly more defensive minded. We love him. A real BP DNA player, very important to us. Junior, another one of these guys who is very important, and considering that his wage stands for 1/3 of our wage budget. I hope that he can carry us this season. He has loads of experience from this level, so I have high hopes that he will turn up for us. Theo Grönborg, one of the younger guys who hasn't developed as much as I wanted, but still a nice first touch, passing, vision, decisions. He's good with the ball. Hopefully he can distribute a few balls. Jakob Ekdal, and I'm starting to get a warmer sensation in my tummy. Passing 12, technique 12, balance, natural fitness, stamina, all above 16. Could this guy be a real box-to-box midfielder for us? One of the guys who came through our first youth intake, and you know what they say about youth intake players. You didn't know what they said about bumblebees, but about youth intake players, at least I say that they have a special place in my heart. Adam Hellkvist, he's okay, but he's going to be a backup option for more creative midfield role, I think. Passing 14, vision 15. That's good, but he lacks in other areas, so we'll see how much game time he will have. Jakob Ortmark, I told you about him, the other signing we've made this season. Well-rounded, attacking minded. I think he'd play more than a few games for us. One guy who will play whenever he wants is Marcus Hallgren, one of the other guys who came through the first youth intake. Still improving nicely. That combination of off the ball 16, teamwork 17, and vision 16 is nearly everything I could dream of. If only his acceleration was slightly better. Looks like he is trying to improve that, and hopefully he will. Omar Farage, he has been scoring goals for us, now 20 years old. I don't know how much development he has left in him. And I don't know if he's good enough for this level, but we are going to use him because these are the strikers we have. So hopefully he can step up to the plate and provide a few goals for us again. John Tete, 17 years old, another one of those fantastic players from the first youth intake. He has slightly upwards pointing yellow arrows, but he has several green arrows as well. He is about to improve his anticipation, composure, decisions, heading. If his finishing was slightly better, he would be one hell of a striker. Now he is, well, I don't know, maybe played out of place. We will see, but we'll try him up front at least. Robin Safari comes in from the under-19s. I think he's going to mostly be a backup option because he lacks in several areas as well, especially physical. And then we have the Kreb, Kristoffer Krebs. He has scored more goals than I can count in the last 2 seasons, and hopefully he can do it in the Premier Division as well. He's maybe the bumblebee of the team. He shouldn't be able to fly, shouldn't be able to score all those goals, but still he does. I think it's his combination of acceleration 13 and finishing 15 that does it for him. Hopefully he can do it all along this season. Please, Christopher, please. This is the team we are starting with today against Häcken in our first Premier Division game in a few years. André Piconel, the 18-year-old, gets a chance in goal. Wallenborg, together with experienced centre-back pairing Figueroa and Almebäck, and out on the right we try Forsberg. I know I was talking about Sörgård, I was talking about Rashidi, but Forsberg is at least a solid option, not fantastic going forward, but I think in this game it's more important to make sure that they don't score. Hopefully I made the right decision. In central midfield, we have Junior as the deep-lying playmaker. We have new signing Jakob Ortmark, and of course we have the amazing youngster Jakob Ekdal, the 17-year-old. He is looking marvellous. Up front, we are going with this trio. Hallgren, who recently turned 18. He is going to be slightly in behind Tete, who shouldn't be able to score a single goal. And Krebs, who doesn't know how to not score. So, wish me luck. A point here would be brilliant. So here we are at Häcken's home stadium, who actually looks smaller than our own, but they do have a few people actually watching the game. So that might be the difference between them and us. The game is on its way. We have the first chance. Decent free kick from Hallgren. We are not here to be anyone's punching bag, and I don't know if I'm saying that to you, to me, or to the team. I don't know who I'm trying to convince, but we are not here to be anyone's punching bag. If we managed to get promoted last season against all odds with a very young team, then why couldn't we stay up and stay away from relegation with a very young team again? We have the ball. Can this amount to anything? Forsberg. Hallgren, I don't know if he passed the ball away or if it just deflected on him. Ekdal gets the ball in. They get it away. We keep it. Junior Ortmark. Junior. Boy, beat your man. You've done it before. Passing the ball around nicely. Hallgren to Krebs. We are 1-0 up. Like I told you, he does not know how to not score. Loads of negations there, but I think you get the drift. Boy to Hallgren, perfect assist, and what a beautiful first time shot there from Krebs, just waving everyone away as he runs towards the sideline. Half an hour played, 2 more half an hours to play. Falienius, we remember him fondly, but in this game he's the enemy. Our former player, now playing for Häcken. I had forgotten about that, but now that I saw his name, I became slightly anxious because he's a great player. Playing the ball around nicely. Piconel saves it like he's never done anything else before. Falienius with it. He's one dangerous man or boy. Eklund. Take it easy, guys. Forsberg. No hoofing like Sörgård likes to do it. Hallgren, Krebs. Could this be another chance for us? No, not if you backheel the balls like that. But maybe it will be. Krebs with it. Few men with him. Oh, at least a half chance for us. Eklund to Junior. Back to Albin. Forsberg. Junior. Nice bit of play here. Nice bit of play. They can't loan the ball, but that finish wasn't great, was it? I don't know what to expect from a central defender who substitutes for a right back today. Oof, Tete. Narrow, but not a go. Close, but no cigar. We get the ball away. Can we keep it? Yeah, we do. Tete with it. He has men in front of him, but he chooses to run with it. Finds Ortmark, goes out again. This is what I like. I've told you before. Out, then back in, then out again, and then back in. But I don't like it when we lose the ball. Stop him. We must stop him. He can create havoc against the defense. So we keep winning the ball and then losing it again. I have no idea whose highlight this is going to be. Looks like it's going to be theirs. And a brilliant save from Piconel again. Thank you, my young friend. We get over to Krebs. Back up to Hallgren. Ortmark. Oh. What can we do here? Vanamoy. Oh. I get nervous every time the ball is on its way to Falinis. I think I need a half-time break to catch my breath. Krebs. That would have been the perfect gift to me as well. A 2-0 lead going into half-time. I think that would be a bit too much to hope for. I'd take a 1-0 lead any day. Wallenborg. Would Mike back to Wallenborg? Yes, nicely. Done. And they kick the ball away, but we keep it. Patience, patience. Out. Back in. Yes, yes. It's not only a goal, it's just the way we want to play our football, and we are doing it in the Premier Division. Look at this. Get the ball out into the corridor, gets it in. There's Tete. I'm not sure what their keeper's doing, but we'll take that. We will surely take that. We are 2-0 up, and now I really need a half-time break to catch my breath, have a cup of tea, and just sit there smiling for 15 minutes. I'm even going to give young Piconel a tap on his shoulder and tell him that he has been marvellous this first half. Kinev's run with it. Loses it there. Now I need a half time. Thank you. I'm very pleased. Keep it going. Please keep it going, lads. We're going to the second half. No changes so far. We've got a couple of players on yellows, so maybe we will need to get them off. But they are important players. Albin, Beck, and Junior both have yellow cards, but they are maybe two of our most important and experienced players. So I would like to keep them on for at least another 10 minutes. And I would like us to not concede a goal over the next 10 minutes. I think that's two very reasonable things for me to want. Can I have them, please? Maybe not. Iran Dust is one dangerous player as well. God's will. Wallenborg. Oh, nice. He disarms him beautifully. Krebs. Krabby, 3-0 up. We are 3-0 up. And you know what? I think I'm going to, after this highlight or replay, I'm going to do a double substitution so that we don't get Union or Almebek sent off. That would be very bad, wouldn't it? And we have a highlight straight away in which, of course, one of them will get sent off because I'm the master jinxer. Yashin gets the ball into Falenius and he misses. Okay, now we need to make those substitutions. So Almebek comes off, in comes William Kenne, and Junior comes off, in comes Gustafsson, Berg, Magnusson. There we go. Keep my dream alive. I actually don't think that this is undeserved. We have been really, really good against a good opponent. Oh, that was a risque sliding tackle challenge. Krebs keeps it. Forsberg to Krebs, and now get the ball in. Loads of sliding tackles. Eklund to Forsberg, gets the ball in. We keep it. We have been patient when we need to be, and we've been a bit more urgent when we need to be. What a brilliant performance from the guys. Absolutely fantastic. Falenius makes it 3-1 just as I praise my players. I told you, he is one lethal guy. Släkten är värst. Damn it. Don't even want to watch that. I just want the game to end now. Nothing happened for a 10-minute period there. Absolutely brilliant. Marcus Harlingen is looking tired. Are we going to waste our final substitution? Let's watch this highlight first. Don't score here. Please don't score. Don't make the final 15 minutes absolutely excruciating for me. Oh, what a finish. Okay, now this is going to be absolutely awful. Omar Farage comes in instead of Harlingen, who is more dead than alive. Holy moly, we are in for some exciting final 15 minutes. Free kick for us. Red card. Red card. What happened there? What happened there? Thank you, footballing god. At least in theory, this will make it easier for us to keep this lead, but who knows? What, Mike? He's trying to get himself sent off there as well. Falenius, ooh, nice acceleration from him there. Picodel saves again, and he just runs with the ball over the line. Thank you, Falenius. Let several minutes pass now, please. And I know what you're thinking. Go cautious. No, of course not. This is the way we have dominated them so far. Then we are going to keep this up for the last few minutes. We are not a great defensive side. Nice shot, nice finish, nice build-up play. We are good with the ball, so let's keep the ball as much as possible. 5 minutes left. Cut this highlight. Thank you. Figueroa, Kemne. The ball falls down to Krebs. Falenius way down. He can be down there. I'm not as worried about him, but now he's moving forward. 4 of us versus 1 of them. We fixed that, and then Kraua. Just going to hope for something better there. Now they are patiently moving the ball and people forward. 2 minutes left. Stop him, and him, and him, and him. Oof. What a finish. What a disappointment. Oh, they just outnumber us, and where's our right back when we need him? Nowhere to be found. Falenius makes no mistake, shows no mercy for the hand that fed him all those years, that ungrateful bastard. The scoreline is now 3-3. I know that I told you before the game that I was going to be happy with the draw, but when we were up 3-0, I kind of had already thought we were going to win this one. I'm disappointed. And I know, all you know it all's out there. What did I tell you? You should have gone cautious. No, I shouldn't. This is the way we play. Tete. No, I was hoping for magic there, but nothing out of the ordinary from him. Maybe his wand is broken. So the game is going to end 3-3. I guess it was one hell of a game for the neutral onlooker, and probably for the Häcken supporters as well. Well, the guys who remained after they were down 3-0. I'm not happy. They need to hear that, and they understood what I meant. So 1 point in the opening day. I'm not too pleased about that, even though I liked us going forward on several occasions. I will see you soon when I've calmed down, and we will keep on this journey to see if we can turn these boys into men. Until then, bye.